Well, we're here on a Saturday night at Darwin Football Stadium, Laorakia Park. It's a beautiful, beautiful dry season Saturday night. Great night for football. And I've got Dave McWilliam with. Dave, you'll be giving us your expert insights during this game. Before we get to the game, I just want to talk about the game so far. We had a comprehensive win to Hellenic last night. We had a win to Mindle today, which was at times scrappy. They got there, but they got a win, which is really important. But what I really like about the Men's Premier League this year so far is since the resumption from COVID, we had one game and then we've had 5 since, is the fitness is getting back into the bodies and the bodies are starting to react as much as the minds have been reacting. You're starting to see a really good quality football from, I thought Port Darwin today found their feet for the first time this season.
Yep.
So it just shows you, once you get some game time into your body, your head and your decision making seems to come aligned, because out of the beginning of the year, some of those things just weren't aligning.
Absolutely right. And, I mean, you're absolutely correct there. You cannot make good decisions when you're gasping for win.
That's for sure. So Dave will be giving us the insights here today. We now have two teams, Casuarina, who fought back heroically last week after a couple of losses to record a victory, and congratulations to them, against Darwin Hearts, newly promoted to the Premier League, a team that's just bouncing full of potential, yet to find it on the pitch. Sometimes in a game they do. So as a coach, what should you be looking for from their side tonight?
I think Hearts' only problem is their loss of structure and their loss of shape. And that's a bit of a discipline thing, but, that's countered by the X factor they bring. It's hard to get those two things together. And so I look forward to Damon Aldrich at the helm down there. I'd look forward to, what sort of stuff he's done with them through the week to turn things around from perhaps last week's game.
So well put, Dave, the X Factor. They've got X Factor right across the park there. And as you see, they've just got to get a consistency in the game.
Absolutely.
We now go to a team that is consistent. They are our current champions, our current premiers. They have consistently played so well last year. They went off the ball for a couple of rounds, but then came back, as I said, with a really determined effort last week for a win. So what is Zelio, their coach, saying to them after that recovery last week?
I would think that Zelio would be saying to them, maintain the belief you guys have got in yourselves, because it's exactly that brought them home last week. There's a couple of old heads in there who are very smart footballers. They play a very strategic game. They certainly outsmarted our boys last week. I would think that Zelio will just be reinforcing that they are the current champions. They have that mantle for a reason, and I think it was evident last week.
And Dave, when you say our boys, you're talking about Mindle Aces. That's where you're the president. You're also the coach of the women's team. You do so much more for the game. We'll talk about that during the next 90 minutes. I won't get too personal because I know you don't like talking about yourself, but I'll do it anyhow. My name is Bruce Stalder. This is Dave McWilliam. We're about to bring you the Men's Premier League match. This is round 6, and it will feature Casuarina, current champions and premiers, up against the new boys in Darwin Hearts. Where I am and start talking about. We right? Thanks you. Thank you very much. Right, underway. This is Men's Premier League Round 6. Dave McWilliam will be giving us expert insights. My name is Bruce Stalder. We're so happy to bring this live streaming of the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. We're in the Northern Territory, the best part of the country, the best part of the world as far as we're concerned, and we have some of the most iconic places around the country, and they're being visited by many, many people, all Territorians, as we've opened up a lot of our spectacular sites like Kakadu and Uluru and this stage to our locals, but from July the 17th, we'll be opening our borders with some trepidation, some concerns, Dave, of course, opening up the borders with our Indigenous communities.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of controversy about it by all parties, particularly, though, the land councils who have expressed concerns. And obviously that bracket of our population is very vulnerable.
Yep.
So we would hope that that the government keeps its controls appropriate to make sure that we don't have a similar situation that's happening in Victoria.
Yeah, well put, Dave, because the thing is 1/3 of our population is Indigenous, and not all of them are in the communities at all.
Correct.
And so, one of the most important things and one of the most significant things to acknowledge is that they have health conditions that are a lot less than the non-Indigenous population. It's something that Bridging the Gap has been working on for many years, and it's got many more years to go on. So, we've got to be very, very careful. And, we had the Indigenous Yappers playing here before in the Women's Premier League. There's so many positive stories, and those positive stories will be highlighted during NAIDOC Week, which is coming up shortly, July 7th to 12th, and we'll be putting a game in there as well, a couple of games actually, to feature Indigenous football here in the NT. Very proud of what we do in that with our Indigenous communities and our sport. Right, we're into our Premier League game here, and running from left to right on your screens is Darwin Hearts. They're in their red and navy blue with the white numbers and the blue socks. And Casuarina in their traditional check. Running from right to left for what we call the McMillan Road end of the stadium. That's Coombe on the run there. He's got so much pace, but no one following him through. Comes out here on the outside to one of the stress class. Now, there are many here in the family today. There are 4 of them all in the starting lineup. Except, no, Sarjal is not in the starting lineup today. I want to thank Darwin Hearts for not naming who their subs are. I'll have to work that out at half-time unless there's a sub made beforehand, but they haven't marked them on there. What I do know is that Jason Stoppard, their keeper, will be fantastic at the back as he is every week. Here they go. This is the sort of stuff they're capable of. And that's one of the Shrestha family going through there, number 17, and that's Shrawan. He puts the ball through, but only as far as the keeper. And the keeper tonight for the Rowdies is Braden McLennan. Braden, young Indigenous boy, likes to play the outfield as well, Dave, and doing his work behind the sticks tonight.
Absolutely. I only knew Braden as an outfield player up until a couple of seasons ago when he took up the gloves. I don't know whether he played any junior time as that, but he certainly proved to be a very good custodian in there.
Yeah, he's adapted well, and you're a keeper too in your time when you were playing a lot, so you know about technique and just intuitive ability as a keeper. He's got it.
Absolutely, he's got that. I think also what he brings as I recall, he was a defensive player in his outfield days, and he brings an appreciation of the angles to goal, the right positioning for when attacks are coming through, and I think that helps him. It actually adds him as a third defender in the middle of the park.
So having that outfield experience just knows what's going to be expected in the top third from the offensive point of view when the players are coming at him. And your point about angles is so true. This ball's come through. He's onside. This is a foot race for Marky Casemiro, and Stoppard gets there first and kicks it into the next suburb. Thank you. No, it did land on our side. No, now it's gone over. No, it's back in again. Every time the ball goes, I get concerned that, let's not say I do, because they cost $200 each. Sorry. But we got that one back. So Stoppard out to the ball early. Casemiro showing his pace, number 7 for Casuarina, a really dangerous player, and one you'll be looking out for throughout this coverage.
Exactly that, Bruce, and I think Casuarina has some worrying pace
up
front.
They do.
And fortunately for Hearts, they have similar players with pace, but as long as they can maintain that structure we were talking about, they may be able to keep a clean sheet for a while. I'm not sure how long.
Well, we'll see. We're in the 5th minute now, and the ball's over here on the grandstand side. And that's a deflection, which is going to go to the advantages of Hearts. Hearts is a team that's made up of many nationalities, as is every team here in the Darwin Football League. It was really amazing that our first game back on a Friday night on June the 5th featured 18 nationalities, Dave, in the one game.
Yep.
You know, and it was Simon Hill who called that game, the famous voice of Australian football.
Yep.
Called that and had some social media running up to the week about guessing the 18 nationalities from the surnames. But yeah, I love the fact that we are truly the world game, and everyone will know that in 2023 when we host the world here for the Women's World Cup. Right, that's Coombe on the outside there. He's again talking about pace. You mentioned Dave with pace. He's one of them.
Correct. Had
time with Sydney FC, back up in Darwin now, and quite possibly end up back in the A-League. Quite a talented young player. Parakos Coombe.
Yeah, he's certainly a handful, Bruce. He's got some blistering speed, and he does have a touch as well. And I think as he gets more experience at this level, he's going to be a real danger.
And you've got to give the young ones a go, because you can't teach some of the stuff that they'll learn out here against senior players. You mentioned senior players in Casuarina being a couple of them that are really quite smart. You know, from the other side of the coin, when you play them, you get better.
Correct, absolutely. You either get better or you don't make it.
Or you get beaten. So it's either
correct,
you get better or you get beaten. That's our phrase for tonight. Out the front there, for the Hearts, is a player we call the superstar. Well, I do. Bayomi Anai, number 9. He'll feature. He's loose on the ball there. And give him some space, he'll make you pay. He's one of those players that are getting some time into his legs. He's been struggling with fitness and injuries, but a really, really great player.
He's the epitome of X Factor, Bayomi.
Well
he's
put.
An exciting player.
Well
he's extremely unconventional, and you really don't know which way he's turning next. And he's about to be on the ball now, but he's possibly offside. And in fact, he was.
Yes, thank you. So that's been pulled up by the AR. And I want to mention the centre referee, James Alosa. I think this is his first men's Premier League match. And he's done some women's Premier League. Youngster coming through the ranks as a referee, still in school, probably year 10, I think, something year 11, something like that. They all look young. Like a ref, the policeman who pulled me over last night. It's like, seriously, you had a kindy? He was the one doing one of those random test things again. And on a Friday night here, when you leave the stadium, mate, you're always a monster for them. They always get you. But he's lovely, and he sent me on my way home. Right, here's one of those experienced players, Imam Muklas, number 10 on the ball, puts it through now. Finds Casemiro. Casemiro comes around, a little bit of theatre from Stoppard. Gets up, Jordan. Been in the game a long time, a great custodian, as you mentioned earlier about young Braden, this boy down this end for Hearts, which is the McMillan Road end of Larrakia Park. Great stopper.
He's very athletic, and he's another custodian who's widely experienced. Reads the play well, narrows angles well.
Yep.
And here we'll have, almost Braden was going to have to do the same at the other end.
Yep. Right, we're in the 8th minute mark. This is round 6 of the Men's Premier League. And the last match for the Men's Premier League this weekend, featuring Casuarina running from right to left on your screens in their traditional black and white check, black socks on, up against Darwin Hearts, newly promoted to the Men's Premier League. And as Dave McWilliam, my expert analyst, has said today, a couple of times the X factor in abundance with these Hearts team. They've just got to get it on the board and get it consistently on. There's one of them now, Mr. X Factor. Bayomi Anai on the ball now. He's a big presence, a big human being. And he'll play with number 9 on his back today. James Hamilton, again, a very experienced player for Casuarina. Coombe on the shot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He had beat the keeper, unless the keeper got his fingertips to that and put it into the post. And that goal still shaking down there. To your point, he does have a lovely little shot on him.
He does. He turns back onto his left foot. He's a natural left footer, and dangerously quick, as I said earlier, and also has a strike. So.
Yeah, some nice little football there in the Men's Premier League here in the 9th minute mark from Casuarina and from Parakos Coombe, number 16, shot on goal. He's now going towards him again. He'll retrieve this. Look at this skill there on his left foot. Goes back, couple of little pats. It comes back in earlier. Nice intervention from the Hearts player. So we have one played onto Anai puts it back to a Shrestler. Shrestler, number 7, looks up, finds a play in the infield there. Number 16, and that's Chol Jock. Chol, brother, plays for Port Darwin. Goes across there for number 17. That's another Casuarina Shrestler. Interception by the captain, Kasim Kine. Kasim been pulled on the jersey there. Let it go, Kasim. You got the ball. Move forward. Can be emotional. Had a really good game last weekend. Look forward to having more control in the midfield as he will do. We're talking here about the captain for Darwin Hearts. That's number 18, Kasim Kine. Right, one of the Shrestler family on the ball there goes to Anai. Bayomi pushes the ball forward. Good energy and commitment from both sides. It's end-to-end at the moment, Dave, but I like the fact that it's a dynamic game of football. There's plenty of enthusiasm and determination.
Yeah, well, we'd hope that that's still maintained in the last quarter of the match, that they haven't run out of steam, because it's certainly exciting to watch, and it is end-to-end. It's very unstructured, particularly on the Hearts front, and if they can actually keep themselves a bit together, nip one early, you never know what might occur.
Right, that's one of the X factors in Bayomi Anai, the X factor for me. He's always coming back from injury. Hopefully this is okay, and only a slight jig on his right ankle. But he's had problems with that right side of his body. So he gets up gingerly, walks across, looks at the ball. James Alosa goes back to restart the game under the new rules. Drops the ball. Braden, the keeper, McLennan, will come forward, puts a short pass in. Goes back to one of the most consistent central defenders in the game in Reza Passmore. Reza puts a hopeful kick through. Mark Casemiro making mischief again at the front, as he will do. But the number 2 for Darwin Hearts is a good little player. And that's Drubra Kaki. Sits in the midfield there. He's not the biggest man in the world, but really determined and very good with his vision. There he is again with his header in there early. Puts it over the line for a corner kick. Look out for him. You'll see a fair bit of him in this match. That's Drubra Kaka, number 2 for Darwin Hearts.
Great overlapping run by James Hamilton then, Bruce. It's that extra work rate from your wide defenders when the ball's over on the opposite side of the pitch and they make a run virtually 3/4 of the length of the field. It just creates that extra man in the overlap. His cross went in, but didn't get home, but they've ended up with a corner. So
we're talking about James Hamilton wearing number 5 for Casuarina.
Casuarina, yeah.
Yep. Again, an experienced head for the team and the club. There's another one there in Muklas. Goes back to Passmore. Passmore looks up. And Reza puts the ball through to Iman. Iman goes across field. And that on the far side is, I'll get his name in a minute, there's Mamoun Digham. So, down we come here with Daniel Marimba. Daniel's always a danger on the left-hand side. He goes across field over the top of Ryan Newell. And they have a chance here now for a reset from the Hearts. Looks up, goes on the left. An overlapping run from Hashim Bamali. Bamali's got pace and those long legs. Turns inside to Anai. Anai looks across. Ball comes across. It's a dangerous sliding ball. Goes over the back to Chock. Chol Jock looks up. Finds 12 in Santos Shrestler. Unfortunately, didn't progress it further than he'd like. So lots of excitement there in the 14th minute mark of the Men's Premier League match. This is round 6. What are you seeing, Dave?
Well, I think probably how the night's going to roll there. Imam Muklas, who, along with Reza Passmore, really are central control for Casuarina. That's all the age and experience you want, all the game smarts you need. Imam's popped up there in exactly the right place when that cross come in. He's unchallenged and he's made effective distribution with it.
So look out for them. We're talking about Reza Passmore. And he wears number 4 in his back. 6, sorry, my apologies. Of course it's 6. And number 10 will be Iman Muklas. 2 players. You can see Iman there in the middle there talking to his players, calming them down. He played in goals last weekend. great story that where he didn't have gloves on, and we thought, oh, it's a strategy. It's all about humidity. It's about sweating. No, it's about Iman not spending $8.50 on a set of gloves for one game. Oh, that was a classic. So out there in the midfield where he does patrol the midfield, number 10, and watch if they get a set shot. He'll be dangerous. There's some lovely play there from the Hearts. We'll get his number in a minute. That's Anai on the ball now. Turns on the inside, still with the ball. Looks up, goes to the left. Just ball's on a foot race. He'll have a shot here. No. Ball played on. Out of play. Referee did the right thing. Nothing exciting there. Just moved on. People, players and bodies going everywhere. But, yeah, good run.
A great run, yeah.
Referee's going to have a word to him. And the him we're talking about is Chol Jock. So Delosa, the referee, gets underway again from a stress thrust, goes to an Anai. Anai, nice skills again. This time a player that's already been mentioned by Dave McWilliam, and that's James Hamilton, intercedes there. And this will go harmlessly out on the Northcrest scoreboard side of the Larrakia Park.
Yes, Bruce, a touch of the excitement that you can see from Hearts going forward there, and also a touch of the unconventional and the unexpected.
Yes, so. All of that in there. And always exciting to watch. And a player that will, Makana Nalu, number 11, is another one that will give you plenty of excitement and unexpected football activity. Number 11 for Hearts, sitting up the front. Look out for him. Right, this time it's Mark Casemiro puts a lovely ball through. Good attempt there. Very unselfish play for number 7 from Casuarina. And the advancing player coming through. Looks like I'm not sure it's. We'll see who it is in a minute. Turn around, sir. Show me a number plate. It is you. I thought it was. Yeah, Curtis Smith. Right, Shestra goes back to Kaki. Kaki goes to 18, the captain, Kazim. Kazim goes across to a player with really good defensive abilities as well as attack, and that's Oshim Bamali, who's got this underway now. Still with Hearts. Real energy about Hearts tonight. This is good. That's what you get from them, the usual stuff. That's from Mahmoud. And Mamoun Diao puts it across, little back heel or back foot. But nothing came of that for them. It's now in the Casuarina's hand. Hamilton goes back to Jari Lincoln McRae Van Lincoln McRae. He goes back, and Jara puts the ball back to the keeper in Brandon McLennan. He goes across to Reza Passmore. Passmore looks up. This is how Casuarina play. They've set it up now, found all this space on the left. They've drawn Hearts across and made all this space available. He'd like that pass again with Jara.
He certainly would.
Right, Casimiris are on the ball there. And Jock. And the ball's fallen favourably for Coombe. Coombe gets underway, and there he goes. Speed as can be. Mark Casemiro, he'll be pulled up for that. Is it inside? Referees are going to talk. Look like it was inside. We don't know yet. We'll have a chat here. Referee James Delosa is going to run over and have a look at the player first. He'll also have a talk to his AR. His AR on that side is Ryan Prescott, experienced referee. That is outside the box, it looks like.
It looks that way, Bruce.
So, a wall will be formed by Hearts. Stoppard's in there trying to get them organised. It's like herding cats. And slowly they're coming together.
And
right.
That was that lad again, Paraskos Coombe.
Yeah.
He's a handful. Yeah,
I think we'll see a fair bit of him. He might be sub later on. But the way he's playing, he'll be demanding all the time of the 90 minutes. Okay, a man we mentioned already, number 10, Imam Nukla, so dangerous from here. Doesn't matter how well you set your wall, no matter how much you get your defence ready. He is an absolute killer shot from there. Okay, we'll wait for the whistle. There it is. He moves in left foot. Goes in. It's on goal.
Near post.
Just on the net.
Not quite in.
Not quite in, but on the side netting. But he's not one of those players that put it 6 foot over the post or 20 foot post. He's pretty on the money.
Hey, that's exactly right.
Imam Muklas, number 10, experienced player in the midfield today for Casuarina. Right, Shesrath to another Shesrath. The family's there involved. Two of them. Goes across to Mamoon Diem. Mamoon loses the ball there, but it's recovered by Jock. This is better play from Hearts. They've got plenty of options. They're all advancing. Jock on the ball, unfortunately, came off his knee and into the pathway of Hamilton. And all the experience you get from James puts it to the other experienced player in Passmore. Passmore's now got Casuarina in attacking position, a player we mentioned three times this afternoon, or evening, sorry. Number 16, Parakos Coombe. Dangerous for the Rowdies, which is what the nickname of the Casuarina team is. 42 years, I think, old this year, the club. Portuguese Timorese Social Club is where you'll find them most times. Also a very broad club too, just like yours, Mindel Aces. Home to all the globe, mate. Right, Mark Casemiro offside. Puts the ball back to Stoppard. Yeah, what I like about the football up here, Dave, is the global sense about every club.
That's absolutely right.
It's brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, it's a League of Nations.
It is. We're very welcoming,
pretty well all clubs.
Inclusive.
Yep.
Yep. And we hear the noise of a couple of birds going overhead. On a night where the full moon is sitting high in the sky at the moment, and it's a big, beautiful white full moon here in Darwin. All the lights are on. Larrakia Park's underway. Ball's gone through and picked up by Kaki Drubra. Drubra Kaki there, always safe at number 2 in the centre back. Right, that's Mahmoud now on the ball. Maman, sorry. There's a throw ball through. And Mbukana Nalu is on a foot race against Seb Smith. And Smith won that ball. Moves it forward to Coombe. Coombe leaves it back for Smith. Smith goes midfield. Muklas, one look and bang. Finds an advancing Hamilton. Hamilton puts a lovely ball through to Daniel Marimba. Daniel will skip and dance as he usually does. Looks for someone across. There it comes. Over the head of Oshim Bamali. And into the path of Coombe again. Coombe and Bamali's already on a tight contest one-on-one. Always great to watch as a footballer. That's Ryan Newell, dangerous as ever. Number 2, coming back into match fitness. He plays for Casuarina. One of the Newell family puts a ball in. Waiting for it was Casemiro. And it'll go harmlessly off a little chip there from Coombe. So Hearts are playing Anai as a sort of lone forward here, Dave.
Yeah, they are. And
or is that just they've lost a bit of shape?
Well, there's perhaps a little bit of that. I think they were probably busy defending then.
Yes.
When Casuarina come forward so well. They, when they come forward, Casuarina, they have an economy of touches. They take as few touches as they can to get into dangerous places, and then they've got speedsters who take a lot of touches who are very dangerous. So it's a simple formula, and it's very, very effective.
Yeah, very effective. And you just saw a good example of it then. Some nice work from Hearts there, one of the Shrestha family. 17 is Shawan. But unfortunately, Marimba's now on the ball. He'll have a go here. He's been brought down from behind. And Marimba, who, luckily for him, the ball came back to him after he lost it. And there was just an over-dominant defensive work from the Hearts. They're coach killers, those.
They are absolutely coach killers. I'm not sure if there was a hint of handball from Marimba
as well.
I thought it bounced off his arm for him to regain possession, but not intentional. But whether or not James, the referee, has picked that up, or whether the replay would pick it up, I might have been mistaken.
Yeah, well, we'll see. A little bit later, we will have a replay of that for sure.
In any case, it was a fairly brash challenge from the defender, and from behind,
agreed.
There's not much joy from.
And he's missed it. So, in some ways, Dave, as we say, maybe some karma.
Perhaps so.
Maybe. Daniel Marimba came up to the spot. Not like Daniel to miss, but he has. So this now gives a no effect on the scoreboard. So it sits at 0-0 the 25th, or coming up to the 25th minute mark. Assistant coach there, Kumakara, is having a conversation with one of the Shrestha families. Number 17 in Shawan. Shawan's now on the ball. Unfortunately bounced off him. Marimba takes the ball back quick with urgency, drops it down. Nice interplay between those two. I love the little personal battles, Dave, and they're already forming around the pitch. Always makes it entertaining to watch a game when there's these personal battles on.
Absolutely.
And we've seen one over there with Coombe and Bamali.
Yep.
And we've seen up here Anai and Passmore. And now one Hamilton with Chol Jock. Chol just gets up, runs into the midfield, number 16 for Hearts. Ball's underway. That is a wasted ball. And to the feet of the dangerous Coombe. He's got Mark Casemiro on the ball now. Good retreating defence from Bamali. And this time Bamali had to take the attention of Casemiro. Timely intervention.
It was timely and decisive. He didn't got his foot to the ball very quickly. And in case it didn't work, he was outside the penalty area.
Yeah, well put. Coming up the 26-minute mark. This is round 6. We're here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium on Larrakia Nation. I want to thank the elders of the Larrakia, past, present, and those emerging, for giving us permission to play the beautiful game here on Larrakia country. Right, that's a kick out of play with some sort of hope and ambition from Joel Jock. Finds Bayomi Anai. He'll take this, look for someone. He goes back to Jock. Jock's on the ball, goes to Anai. Anai has time. He'll try and beat his man. There's absolutely short near that. Ball comes back into play. He now has it for a throw in. He finds Jock again. Anai's he'll go downfield. Skips inside again. That's so him. Now he's on there. Lovely ball inside this is time on. He'll have a shot if he gets a chance. He'll retreat, reset, look for some support. And the support comes in the way of number 11. And that's Nakana Nala. Comes across onto the head of Jari Van Lingen McRae puts it out. That is so Darwin Hearts. If you want a summary, there it is. That was really interesting football, entertaining for us as the neutrals. Always.
Absolutely, Bruce.
Absolutely neutral.
That's Bayomi's style through and through. Take two on at once, down to the corner. Can't get through, turn around. He's won the corner on the other side. So.
And hopefully they can make some hay out of this one. Here they go. Kick comes in. It's a nice curling kick, but first head to it is the player who put it out of play for Casuarina and Van Lingen. Right. Up, look, that's a lovely balanced ball from him. First time touch. This is dangerous time. In he comes Casemiro. It's now to stop it. Tips him over the top. And just outside of the outstretched diving form of Daniel Marimba. So to your point about economy of movement, Dave, 3 passes and bang, they're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key passes come from that number 10, Imam Mukhlis. I think, the quality of his deliveries in those situations, he is so fast to sum up a situation and see an opportunity where others don't. And that was a fine example of it there. Yeah,
he put the ball just onto a really fast advancing Mark Casemiro, number 7, who put it across goal expecting something from Marimba and just didn't get there in time. So exciting stuff from Casuarina Football Club. Ball still in play here. Hamilton on it, number 5. Goes downfield. Marimba turns on the inside. Srethrath keeps the ball out, but only as far as his keeper. In some ways, that was a good shot on goal. Unfortunately, it was the wrong goal.
Wouldn't have gone astray up the other end, frankly.
No, it wouldn't have. So that's one of the Srethrath family there, number 17, Shawan. So moving into the inside post there is 7. That's Neroy. Neroy Scheffler will take up his position on the closest peg. And I think it'll be Drew Kaki at the other one. Yes, it is. And Stoppard calls for it and will eventually gain the ball just inside. Overhead throw. They're on the advance. Ball still remains when the Anai has it. 12's gone on the run. He's got an opportunity here. And he goes to Santos Srethrath. Santos puts it inside to one of the other Srethrath families. Unfortunately, Joel Jock is offside. Knew that, didn't get involved in the play. But really exciting stuff from Darwin Hearts. End-to-end football still in the 30th minute. To Dave McWilliams, our expert analyst's comments. Will they be able to keep this up? And will there be fatigue in those crucial 10 minutes before the half-time break? And the full-time whistle. We'll see. Ball still remains with Hearts, having a conversation. That's only Iman Will. And Shefrath, number 12, has the ball. That's Santos. Come on, he needs that back again. That's a loose ball, and now it's put him into a counter-attack. Casuarina is dangerous, and Casuarina is the dangerous player. He comes in goal, takes a shot, Stoppard's out, gets his foot to it. Well played, Stoppard. And retrieves that situation for the Hearts. This ball's just going back and forth. Now we have Mukamba Nalo testing out the defence of Seb Smith. And that time, Casuarina to the 4. Goes across to Muklas. Muklas looks up. Goes for a short pass to Coombe. Coombe on the advance is dispossessed. Well, his pass is anyhow by one of the Shrestha family. Number 12. And Santos. And an offside call from the AR. Dave, you can never say it's not played frenetically.
Not in this game, mate.
Really, a frenetic
absolutely
pace game,
end-to-end,
isn't it?
that stuff.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
really it's been entertaining as they go from end to end as well. So this is Darwin Premier League. It's for the men. It's in Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. It's round 6, last game of the men's Premier League this weekend. Had a win to Hellenic on Friday night, a win today to Mindle in the afternoon game, and we'll see with a 0-0 scoreline at the moment where this one will end up. And I trying the celebrity shot, didn't come off. Now we have an advancing play from Curtis Smith, but only as far as the keeper for Hearts. Nicely threaded pass through there to the captain for Hearts, and Kassim on the ball now. Goes back to Mamoon. Mamoon puts not his best pass in his world. That's mucking around with it, Hearts. Dangerous. Marimba now has the ball. Goes across to Coombe. Coombe on the advance for Casuarina into the box. But Oshim and Bamali is in that personal battle with Coombe, and that's a victory for Oshim on that occasion. Kassim on the ball. This time he puts a good pass through to Jock. Jock goes to Shans. Shristler comes inside Hamilton. Now Anai's on the run. Anai will pull this up. And it's been called offside.
The excitement machine. Biomi and I.
Absolutely. There are posters up on walls everywhere. And here he is.
Whenever the ball's near him, something happens.
It does. Exciting player.
But, you know, they come forward excitingly, Hearts.
They do, don't they?
They come forward with passion and speed. It's not always with structure. And, you know, you would hope that for the fruits of their labours before half-time, perhaps they could knock one in, but
we'll see.
We will see.
Right, Hamilton restarts from Casuarina, puts the ball down, and Daniel Marimba goes over his head, but clicked up by, as I said, someone who's really ever-present and ever-reliable at the back there, and that's Drubra Kaki, number 2. Not a big man, but big of heart, and everything he does effectively. He sits in the central defence for the Hearts. He's organising them now. This is a throw-in. Hamilton will take this, and he'll put it well and truly. One of the arsenal of the modern-day player, Dave, is the throw-in from the side into the box.
Absolutely.
He goes for a shorter one this time. In the back is, into the Marimba's back, is one of the Hearts players. This ball's now come in invitingly, but over the head of the battle between Coombe and Bamali. Bamali wins this one again, but great defence there from, I think it's Ryan Newell.
Dangerous.
Ball's gone into play, and nice work from Newell there. Getting some mat fitness into his legs as well. Had a time out of the game. Had a great season last year, Ryan Newell. And he came together with an equally exciting player in Mbakani Nalu, number 11 for the Hearts. 34th minute. What are you seeing, Dave? You're seeing some unstructured play from Hearts, and that was not unexpected, but what else are you seeing from them?
Well, that's not unexpected, but, you know, that unstructured plays in their front third, mostly, and the midfield. Their defence has still got enough pace to get out of trouble when there's an error at this stage of the game.
Yep.
And there's one there. So
Ryan Newell's going to have a shot. Nice balance. If you're watching that, young ones, get over your head over the ball, which he did.
And their defence is also stabilised by Stoddart in goal. He's got a presence in goal. He's a fairly large fella.
Yep.
He's very agile, athletic, and he reads the game well. His positions well, but also his distribution has been behind at least 3 Darwin Hearts attacks so far.
Yeah.
So he's pretty astute with a quick throw out into the right space. They've all been good quality. And so it gives them some sort of anchorage for them to experiment and, you know, exercise their natural flair in the front third of the pitch.
Agreed. Talking here about Jordan Stoppard, the goalkeeper. A big human. We call him Mount Stoppard. And puts the ball back into play there. He's also a great communicator, Dave, which is key. Curtis Smith there, taken down from behind by Anai. Referee's okay with it. Ball will be restarted with a throw-in. And that throw-in will be taken by one of the Shrestha family. Number 17 this time, Shrawan. To another Shrestha. That's a nice weighted ball into Coombe. Coombe's onto it. Just got his body a little bit twisted there, but tried a first-time left footer. Came off his hip and runs out over the goal line. But to your point, Dave, he's just so quick, and he comes from those spaces as a defender. You go, where did he come from?
Absolutely, yeah.
Out of your vision.
That's exactly right. He was actually going too fast for the ball that was given to him. Then he slightly overran it. Had he been able to angle that onto his left foot, you never know.
But dangerous, and if you're
very,
if you're going to learn from those situations, Hart just learnt something. Watch him. And Starkey put that ball through. It's only going as far as Ryan Newell. Ryan Newell goes for a nutmeg straight through. Coombs back on the game again. And bizarrely, Bamali gets in the way this time. Kassam, the captain for Hearts, lead him out of trouble. And you find your way over there to Nalu. Nalu puts it across to one of the Shrestha. And that's Antos Shrestha. Shows real pace. Gets the spectators involved. There's a first-time kick over the top.
This is a dangerous
and Nala's
ball.
on the ball now. He's got an opportunity to go for the back heel. He will. Noah Nala. He's still on the ball, showing nice skills. Inside Seb Smith he goes. Takes a right foot turn. And Braden will come out, the keeper for Casuarina, and says, this is mine. And with authority, does a drop kick of height and length. Nice one. In the game of NRL, he'd be snapped up. Right, Daniel Marimba on the ball, number 12. Casuarina on the left-hand side. His battles with number 17. We're talking about personal battles against Shrawan Shrestha has been a highlight on this side for us as spectators in the grandstand. None of giving an inch. And on the other side, Dave, you have Oshim Bamali forever at Parakos Coombs' feet.
Absolutely. He's done reasonably well so far. He's got plenty of natural speed. He's actually caught him from a leading start a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I think he does have to be very careful. He's often letting him come inside him, and one of these times he's not going to be able to catch him.
Expert comments from Dave McWilliam here in this live streaming on FNT TV and across the FFA digital platforms, and of course Perform, which takes us around the Asia Pacific Basin and across the rest of the world. We want to thank them for their support, taking on the broadcasting opportunity this year. Over 60 games of Men's Premier League, including the finals, will be live streamed. Hope you're enjoying it, and we've seen the many, many thousands have been tuning in, so we're very excited to have you all on board. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday night again, this time featuring Darwin Hearts running left to right on your screens in their blue and navy, their red and navy blue. This will go and to the feet of Drew Bukaki, who puts it back. Drew would like that again. Miscommunication. He says sorry to his team, sorry to his keeper.
He does. Good body work from Daniel Marimba then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and you want that from your strikers.
He's a talented player.
Yeah, you want your forwards to do their defensive work. Can't all be showcasing and showboating all day, as strikers do. So Hamilton over here is going to take this corner kick, number 5 for Casuarina. He'll place this in the 39th minute, about to tick over.
And there's a lurking Imam Muklas outside the penalty area.
Oh,
fortunately, the keeper has kept the ball.
Yeah, lovely work from Stoppard. Used his whole body height, put his hands up in front of him and just took that ball out of the air like it was a mosquito. Okay, here we go. 16 on the ball now. That's Chol Jock. Goes to Santosh. Santosh was looking for the right person. He's overrun it and now falls into a counter-attack from Hamilton. A good runs infield and then goes, pushes Marimba out. Smart play from him. Marimba will take a run on this. Intercepted from Kasim. Good play from the captain from Hearts. Gets in there early and diffuses that one for them. That's number 18, the captain of Darwin Hearts, Kasim Kine. What did you see, Dave? What did you like?
Well, that was another very decisive defensive tackle. He didn't have any time to spare there. His timing was excellent.
I like the way Hamilton ran inside to give his space to his left-hand side flanker.
Yeah.
Really well played.
Yep.
Again, just experience. Speaking of experience, he puts that one in. That's a low shot. Again, he gets another go. He'll make a better shot of it this time. That's not exactly what he wanted to do. This time we'll show you what he wants to do, I'm sure. So he'll give some height to this. You can see Coombe and Newell way off. And so they'll be making a fairly feverish run into this ball. They make their moves now. That's again a low place ball. Not where he wanted, but only found as fine as Coombe. Coombe is dispossessed quickly. Some nice entertaining stuff from Hearts. Right, Anai on the ball. He's got an overlapping Shrestha. He puts it through to him. Shrestha onto the place. Number 7, it's a foot race. He turns inside, beats Seb Smith, puts the ball across. Is this time? No, it's just missed him. It's still in play. Joel Jock's on the ball. Goes back to Anai. Anai have time. He will turn and shoot. He puts the pass through. And the ball's been retrieved. And this will be, again, some time from Hamilton. Ball remains with the Hearts. Exciting foray forward by them. That's Shrestha putting it across. That's Shraron. Shraron finds Santos Shrestha. And now it's over with Oshim Bamali. Oshim Bamali will go. He's having a little battle there with Coombe. Keeping the ball. Well played to Oshim. So Oshim puts it back. He did real well. This ball comes in. Dangerous. Comes off Anai. Anai looks for something from the referee. Doesn't get it. So Joel Chock gets involved. Unfortunately for Joel, he's been pulled up. Curtis Smith went down. The dangerous number 10's on the ball. He looks up, sees it, puts the run in for Marimba. Stoppard saw it also and came to the line, right on the edge of the box, and distributes with pace. This game's got plenty of energy to it. Ball will come up here and remain with Hearts. Been a great 42 minutes of football. Really enjoyed this as a neutral. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
It's an exciting match. And it's so interesting, the contrast in styles. Casuarina, when they come forward, are a bit like a well-oiled machine. As you were talking about Hamilton with his overlapping runs, he knows where he's going. He's done it a lot of times.
Yeah.
When we're going forward with Hearts, they've got Biomi Ane to hit. He's holding the ball up and holding a defender off, as he is right now. And that gives them a target. But it's anybody's guess where it's going once he plays back.
That's right.
They are absolutely an excitement machine.
Yeah, and they all move forward off him. So you had Nular there as well, number 11. You had Santosh, number 12. All opportunities for the Hearts. Right, they've got the ball now. Let's see what they can do. That's a Shrestha to another Shrestha. This time he moves forward. Will he find the other Shrestha? No, he does. He goes across field.
It's a great ball.
To Oshim Bamali. Oshim Bamali puts a left footer in. It's dangerous. It goes into the hands, arms and body of the little number 16. Joel Jock, he's been everywhere. Well played to him. Do they get this back? They do.
They've got a corner.
Which is fantastic. So we still have time here, 43rd minute. Hearts on the ball and the grandstand side. Very possible that they can make them pay here. Casuarina need to be on it. They're set. It's a Shrestha walking in, number 7. He puts a curling ball in and only as far as Jara. Jara puts it back. Shrestha comes in again, puts it in to a... This ball's still in play. Santos was on it. That's a lovely header. That would have hurt. I felt it from here and heard it from here. Who did that? Was Joel Jock. Darky will go back. He does.
Absolutely.
Well
Diving
played,
header.
Darky. Sorry?
A diving header.
Was.
It was
There
well
was real
struck.
impact on that. That was a real velocity on that return of serve from Shrestha.
Well, it's a dangerous
There
ball.
he goes again. Got some great pace. Lovely work. Gets to the ball early. Unfortunately, came off him. 44-minute mark. This is the last game of the Men's Premier League and a really entertaining one as well. We don't have a score on the board yet. We've had a mistaken penalty. We've had a hit the crossbar. And we've had some real advancing and exciting play from the Hearts. This time, Daniel Marimba's free. He'll have looks up. And Stoppard's there early. Nice defensive work from Oshim Bamali, number 21.
Yeah, I think that was another demonstration of his pace.
Ball was past him and he got there. Player was as well and he got there.
He overhauled him very easily.
It's amazing how pace is important in every sport on the planet. Doesn't matter what you do, if you've got it, you're special. You can make little adjustments, you can go to your athletics coach and do all that, but if you've got raw speed,
Yep.
You just have it. And he goes Marimba now, showing some skill in the midfield. Okay, he's dispossessed.
It's a smart move.
That's nice work by Makana Nalu. He's still on the ball. They're still on the ball as Nalu. Try to do it on his own. Wants to write the novel and publish it. Here we come down now. This is Coombe on the ball. Goes to Marimba. Off a Iman Muklas original pass. Right, speaking of Mukama, he's on the ball now. He puts it across to Hamilton. Hamilton, they're going to let this go. They're going to pull it up. No, they're not. It was offside, but they'll let go. Play on. Goes back to Brandon. And the young Indigenous Brandon McLennan puts it out of play, out of the danger area and into play for Casuarina, who still remain with the ball. Jara Van Liggen on the ball there at the moment. Finds Curtis. Curtis Smith looks up. The interception is good. There we go, half time. And it's a 0-0 scoreline. Excitement. Casuarina, Hearts can't be separated. Two really distinctly style of football. We'll pull that half apart, see some of the highlights of that half, and we'll be back shortly as the players leave the field. This is Darwin Football Stadium, round 6 of the Men's Darwin Premier League, and we are so happy to be bringing this to you. All 60 games will be live streamed across the 2020 season, a season that's interrupted, as every part of this planet has been, by the COVID-19 pandemic. My name is Bruce Stalter, Dave McWilliams with it. We'll be back shortly. Well, welcome back. It's Darwin Football Stadium, half-time here in a match that's produced no goals but produced absolute entertainment from end to end. I've got Dave McWilliam with Dave. I'll come to you in a moment. But let's just have a quick look at some of the highlights of that first half. Darwin Hearts, Casuarina, threw it each way, individual battles. It was just exciting for a neutral to watch. Just have a look. James Hamilton, again, a very experienced player for Casuarina. Coombe on the shot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Jock. And the ball's fallen favourably for Coombe. Coombe gets underway, and there he goes. Speed as can be. Mark Casemiro, he'll be pulled up for that. Is it inside? Absolute killer shot from there. Okay, we'll wait for the whistle. There it is. He moves in left foot. Goes in. It's on goal.
Near post.
Just on the net.
Not quite in.
Not quite in, but on the side netting. 17 is Shawan. But unfortunately, Marimba's now on the ball. He'll have a go here. He's been brought down from behind, for sure.
In any case, it was a fairly brash challenge from the defender, and from behind,
agreed.
There's not much joy from.
And that's a lovely balanced ball from him. First time touch. This is dangerous time. In he comes Casemiro. It's now to stop it. Tips him over the top, and just outside of the. Outstretched that back again. That's a loose ball, and now it's put him into a counter-attack. Casuarina is dangerous, and Casemiro is the dangerous player. He comes in goal, takes a shot, Stoppard's out, gets his foot to it, well played. And we just had a little snapshot then of the first half, a half that produced no goals, Dave, but wow, that was just entertaining. It was so dynamic. You know, you sit here and you go, what time is it? Oh, it's over. You know, it was like that.
It did pass quickly, Bruce.
Yeah. What did you see from Hearts?
Pretty much what I said at the start, I think.
Exactly.
I'm not just trying to vindicate my own judgment early, but they have a reasonable structure at the back, and it is underpinned by their keeper, Stobbart.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job. And their central defenders are smart players.
They are.
And they play very strategically. They've got wide fullbacks who've got good pace, and that is countering Casuarina's pace in attack. That is why the score's 0-0, I believe.
Yes, I agree. Now, we talked about Hearts being unstructured and a little... well, they play with personality, that's how I'll put it. Casuarina, a little cooler, a little calmer, champions and premiers.
Champions and premiers is exactly right. You can see also snippets of Casuarina pulling the ball back and pulling the game back to their pace. They'll play it around at the back, they'll draw Hearts out, and then they'll go forward exactly as I said earlier with an economy of passes. They've got good long curling balls from old masters like Imam Mukhlis, who put players into incredibly good positions. And with that pace, had they not had their Hearts defenders against them, it could have been a different scoreline.
Dave McWilliam with me today. This is expert analyst from Dave. My name is Bruce Stauder. We're going to take a short break and be back with this game. But it sits at 0-0. Who knows which way this is going to go? We'll go straight to it, actually. Yeah, thank you. So we're ready to go. James, the young referee, it's his first game, Dave. He's done a really good job.
James is close to the play nearly all the time.
Yep.
He's in the right position. He's not gotten in the way of play, which
Yep.
is sometimes an error for novice referees, and particularly when they step up to a league like this.
Yes.
I think he's done a great job.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how his second half goes. Ryan Newell, one of the youngsters on the ball then, coming back into match fitness. The idea was right. Mark Casemiro, he does get it, an overlapping Seb Smith. Has just been beaten to the ball by a Shrestler. In this case, I think it was Shawa, but I'll have a look. Breeze is picked up again, as you can hear from some of the papers moving around. Right, Boy will come back to the middle.
Yes, Bruce, the breeze is picking up, and you would hope that that's going to keep the players energised so that this level of excitement continues for the full 45 minutes of the second half.
Absolutely, everyone's getting their money's worth here, that's for sure. On the ball is one of those experienced players that Dave has mentioned a few times tonight, Imam Mukhlis, number 10. Not only has great vision and sums up so quickly, he's also got a deadly right foot. So he will curl this in. And there it goes. Players overran it then. If you'd been on the higher side, it would have come back into play. So it'll go out to the younger, number 11. And that's Mukhana Nalu. Finds Anai. Anai chests it. First touch is lovely. Right foot again. Here's the run. Passmore. He's past him. He's into the box. He'll turn it up and take a shot and earn himself a corner kick.
And
Little snapshot.
You can see Biomi nearly showed them up then. He's got a bit of pace, Biomi, but he's not really that quick.
Yep.
but he had too much for the central defenders in Casuarina then.
Yeah, and he's also, as I said, coming back to match fit. He's got a few niggling injuries. Look out when he's 100% fit. Anyhow, we'll go now with a corner kick. It's taken by, I think, long way from here, but it's Neroy Sethnath on the ball now. So Neroy will walk in. Puts in a nice right little curling ball. Seb Smith was onto it first. No, Ryan Newell was. Comes back. A shot's gone in. Little bat's gone back in again. And when I was a kid, I played pinball, and that's what it was like. There we go. Mark Casimiro on the ball now. Looks up. Nice little, what we call a cul-de-sac there. And Mark's come down. Santosh Srethna is the culprit. Marky's still down. We hope he's okay. He went down with a bit of a scream. Number 7 for Casuarina down on the field at the moment in the 48th minute of this match. Running from left to right is the Rowdies or Casuarina in their black and white check with the black socks. They're running from left to right on your screens. They're up against Darwin Hearts, newly promoted to the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. They're in their red and navy blue. Trainer's been called out. So we'll just take a slight break here and we see what needs to be done with Mark. How many times does a trainer run out, gets all the way over there? Because the injuries are always the furthest one from a trainer. It just naturally happens. Right. They get out there and everything's okay. Anyhow, ball's put in by Muklas. It's a good one. But plenty of Hearts players there, including Shahran Srethnath, who's got it underway. This is Makana Nalor. Bad luck for Makana. I think he's overstretched himself there. I hope he hasn't done himself an injury. One of the exciting machines here in a sea of exciting machines, really, between all of them. They all play with such vigour and energy. It's fantastic to watch. Makes their coach 20 years older every game, but other than that, that's the only negative. Nice attempt between the personal battle between Oshim Bamali, number 21 in the left-back position, up against Parakos Kuhn. That's a really interesting fight to see for the rest of the game, Dave.
Absolutely, and it's continuing in intensity, similar to the first half.
Yes, it is.
Another strong challenge from Paraskos.
Yes. That's Anai on the ball there. Seb Smith just caressing that ball from behind. He'll get the ball. Yes, he does.
And he's gone back to pick up his boot, which fell off in that last challenge.
And he's now still putting it on. He's got it on now. Curtis Smith, number 11, on the ball in the midfield. Finds Daniel Marimba. Daniel's waiting for someone. There's the overlapping run. Dave's mentioned that already, that the overlapping fullbacks. It's a lovely ball in, but a little bit too much pace this time. Tried to use the breeze, did Seb Smith, number 3 for Casuarina. And only as far as Jordan Stoppard. That's an unnecessary ball to lose there in the midfield. You had an advance happening. You don't want that again, Mamoun Degam, number 4 for Hearts.
Absolutely. They were put in a good position once again by a throw from Stobbart. He saw that opportunity early. There was a nice one too, but the quality of ball wasn't there in the final pass. You do highlight the distribution. It's so key, and there's another example of it. Dave McWilliam giving us the insights in this match here. Still a 0-0 scoreline. Only early days of the second half. We're only into the 7th minute now. And Seb Smith puts it back into play to Iman Muklas, who turns, looks across, goes to Ryan Newell. Ryan Newell goes across to Jari, who finds Curtis Smith. He'll go back to Jari. And Jari Van Lingen looks up and finds Muklas. Muklas then finds a Coombe on the fleet foot. That's a lovely run. Puts the ball on. It's on first time shot. And Stoppard is there. The Man Mountain picked that up. Santosh Sesrath there goes across to Osim Bamali.
Nice work from Awesome. He wasn't expecting that ball, but recovered well. Again, the ball up and over is happening at the moment. And I just showing his first touch skills and draws out. The calls come. Goes back to Santos. Santos looks up, finds Anai. Anai will take the ball. Lovely first touch. Look at this skill on that. Just turns. Inside he comes. No, just got his foot to it, Seb Smith. Well done. A little bit of frustration there from Bayomi Anai, but also some beautiful work. Now we go across to the other side with Curtis Smith, number 11, on the ball on what we call the North Crest scoreboard side.
And an offside call there.
Yep.
On the far side, Marky Casemiro just pressing a little high.
Yep. James Lasso, first time, I think, for his men's Premier League match, doing exceptionally well in the centre. That's one of the youngsters. Ball's through. It's a wasted ball. Wasted energy, wasted time. Anyhow, we'll have it again. This time it fits at the feet of Braden McLennan. Pushes it out to Joey Van Lingen. Van Lingen puts it away to Hamilton.
Ever present on the left flank. Hamilton.
Always, yeah.
Presses forward beautifully from fullback.
Number 5 we're talking about for Casuarina with the beard. Right, now we've got Ryan Newell in the middle with so much space and time. Finds that overlapping play you just mentioned, Dave. He's in there now. He puts a right foot back to Marimba. Marimba has the shot on goal. He takes it. Stopper just delivers a spectacular, on the ground, right-handed, instinctive save.
Absolutely.
Wasn't that good?
That's a first-class save. Down low. Very hard to get down that quickly for a big man particularly. And it took a deflection on the way to him as well. That's kept him in the game.
Absolutely. And returned a ball that's now put him on the offence. This will run past his head. No, yes, it has. So we'll restart down on, we call the fire station side here of Lower Kerr Park, Darwin Football Stadium. It's back in play now from Hamilton. I'm on just puts a little casual throw in that finds now Rezi Passmore on this side. Reza moves forward with purpose as usual. Turns across that left foot to Ryan Newell. Ryan Newell's going to look for someone to get. Joel Watt gets in there early. And Joel Jocks brings him down, but not dispossesses them. So Seb Smith moves forward. Again, great play for number 21, Oshim Bamali. Oshim wins the ball back. No, change of mind. AR. Coombe now on the run. Oshim goes back with a bit of frustration. And, well, he didn't tell his keeper, but anyhow, he did then. Excitement every time these guys touch the ball. Nice work from Drew Bukaki there. As I said, he's having a chat with his captain, Kasim. Maybe not now. Have to realign, guys. There's an attack coming your way. And in the shape, Curtis Smith tries to get his body in line. Mark Casemiro on the ball. He'll skip around as he does. Left foot shot will come. No, he puts a nice pass through.
Ball.
That's a great pass.
That's another great save.
There again. Great save from Marimba. Yes, well spotted, Dave. Excellent save from Stoppard. Play still keeps going. He can't get a breath here. Comes out to Seb Smith. He'll return it in. Will he? No. Srethrath. That is fantastic football from both sides. Let's just pull that apart, Dave, for a minute. Can we? Do we actually see what we saw? Let's just start with the keeper.
Yeah, look, that's a world-class save, that. The forward had all the time in the world. And he's shut him down straight away. He's picked the right angle. He hasn't got that one,
Oh, my goodness. The player you talked about, Dave. Imam Mukhlis. Doesn't like a goal much. Enjoying it, enjoying the crowd, enjoying anybody who says, waving to anybody. And he scored one. Slight deflection on that, which was what put the keeper off.
Slight deflection, but I think also he's slightly unsighted, and the speed of the shot as well was very well taken by Imam. He's the architect of so many Casuarina victories, and he's putting his stamp on this match now.
And from your point of view, Dave, as a keeper too, I mean, he's had a great game, Stoppard. He's a sensational game, and now he hasn't kept a clean sheet. He deserves a clean sheet from what we've seen, and then that one sucks past him, and it was a sneaky thing because it had a deflection and pace on it. And as a keeper, there are moments there where you don't have sight of the ball because there's so many numbers in front of you.
That's exactly right. And, clean sheets are the preserve of the whole team, not just the keeper, Bruce.
Yeah, well put. Yeah, well put. It's spoken like a goalkeeper.
Coming from an old goalkeeper.
Exactly. We won't say old, just keeper. Okay, 7 in on the ball now. That's Casuarina. Puts it through. It's a foot race. Resi Passmore is there first. Reza puts it across to Hamilton. Hamilton comes inside to Smith. Smith will go to Newell. Just in front of Newell, he'll run across field a little. Looks up. Got plenty of choice. Where will I go? I'll go to Muklas. Yes, he does. No, he dummies, but didn't tell Coombe. So this continuous battle will continue. That's what continuous means. And that's Hashim Bamali there with the ball dispossessing Coombe, but only as far as Seb Smith with a throw-in. Passmore on the ball. Nice inside pass to Coombe. Coombe shows that pace straight away. He looks across. Hearts need to be on the fire here. This is going to come. That was really a pass to Daniel Marimba, but it didn't happen. It was a shot. Unusual from Curtis Smith not to pass that.
He decided to chance himself there, but he certainly did have a good option in Daniel Marimba.
Yeah,
he was open on that left side.
Yeah, 17, which is one of the Shrestwath. That's Sharawan Shrestwath. Needs to get closer in on Marimba. He's still giving him pace there and space. Right, these two are at it again.
They certainly are, and I think Paraskos
and
won
Casimiro's in there, sorry. Puts it across. Keeper gets blocked by his own defender. Ball comes back. He'll turn and put it in there. As he does, look at that cross ball. Nice one from Drubrakaki with his header. Just stood his ground there in the middle. Really entertaining football. We're up to the 59-minute mark. It is breathtakingly fast.
And momentum has swung Casuarina's way at the moment on the back of that goal.
Yeah.
And it's to be hoped, for the sake of the spectacle, that Hearts can stay with them for a little bit and not concede again.
Yep.
Because they're always a chance, Darwin Hearts.
Always.
They've still got that excitement factor. Biomiane, if he can last the game,
yep,
as he's coming back from injury, he's always a chance if he's in range.
Yep.
So we look forward to this next period of play.
Yep. Let's see. Ball comes in from Santosh. Santosh Shrestha puts that long ball forward. It will remain with Hearts. Anai moves over there to take the throw in. Probably not the right person to take it, but he can't keep out of the game.
Yes, I'd sooner see him in the middle.
Yeah, so he's going to throw back to Nola. Nola will fall over the ball, then skip through the middle. Nice skills from him. I don't know what he calls that, but that's tunnel ball. Well played, goes back and keeps the ball for Hearts. Again, a play you don't want on the throw-in. Anai's got the ball again, goes to Santos. Santos back to Anai. Anai dispossessed this time, and the ball goes to Casuarina's way. Hopefully Anai's just down for a rest. Talking to the AR, did you see that? What did you say? Did you see how good I looked? One or the other. Anyhow, we throw in. It goes.
Probably the latter, I think.
Yeah, probably. Ball's now with Santosh Shrestha. He goes across to the captain, Kazim Kine. Kazim Kine, number 8, turns on the inside. Nice balanced left side play and a step over as well. Maybe one too many because Muklas is just sitting there patiently. Looks up, gets one pass away. Marimba on the shot. Marimba's going to take the shot. He's going to roll it. He rolls it inside Casemiro. Casemiro has a miss. Steps over the ball, goes into Coombe, and Coombe takes a left footer. And defender got his body in the way.
That was a fantastic effort by the defender. He stepped over the ball and back heeled.
Yep,
well at least blocked with his back heel.
Yes.
And that was the difference.
Yeah, well spotted, Dave. David Williams doing the expert insights in this game. It's a scoreline of 1-0 to Casuarina. They're running from left to right on your screens. They're in the black and white check. And they are the current champions and premiers of the Men's Premier League here in the Northern Territory. Ball goes forward. Reza Passmore, number 6 for Casuarina on the ball, wants them to move forward. Says apologies, my fault. And that ball will be let to run out by Hashim Bamali, number 21. Who's been really impressive, Dave. Really
He's
liked
been
his
very
work.
impressive, yeah. Yes, I do too. I think it was he who thwarted that last attempt as well with his back heel.
Yep. Yeah,
he's got quick feet and he's got a sharp mind as well. So.
Yeah. But you want your defenders?
That's what you want.
Yep. Joel Jock on the ball now. wins that race. He puts it on to Shrethra. In this case, Niroy. Niroy's unfortunately lost it to a player. Just sits there and the ball just finds him. Magnet. And that is Iman Luklas. Marimba gets the call early. Seb Smith's done the run. He's not going to go to him. He's going to go back to Ryan New in the middle. Ryan New goes back to Marimba. Marimba has a run from Mark Casemiro. Nice angle. Mark will go and take a corner out of this. And gets... No, he doesn't. He gets a goal kick. So good defending from
Well
Hearts.
defended again, yes, Bruce. And that momentum swung back a little again. Hearts have pressed forward in the last few minutes. And I noticed Damon Aldred, Hearts coach, becoming a little bit animated down there to urge his players on. I think he too can sense that the game is still up for grabs here. And I've also, in response to that, noticed number 10 for Casuarina, Imam Muklas, starting to exhort his teammates around him
as
to
well.
lift. I think he would be urging them to get this game put to bed with another strike in the next 5 minutes if he can.
So we've got both coach and player exhorting both teams to get ahead with this.
Pretty much, yes.
So we'll see what happens. They're all sensing momentum changes, and as Dave McWilliam has pointed out, there's been a couple already in this second half where we've had a goal. And we've had some world-class saves from the Hearts keeper as well, in Jordan Stoppard. Right, we come across play to Reza Passmore now, sets it up from Casuarina as he does. So many of their plays come from the back and from him. Goes to Seb Smith on this right flank on the grandstand side. Coombe has it. Iman Muklas made a few calls for it. That's a rare misplaced pass from him.
Correct.
And again, Hearts straight on the counter. That's unfortunate. He's lost the ball there. Regained again by Hearts. That's great work from number 2, Drew Brakaki. And him and Iman come together for some comedic activity.
That really is the battle of the fast feet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is with those two. Okay, Seb Smith throws it in. Only as far as Mark Casemiro. Seb Smith just takes the call. He didn't mean that. It wasn't intentional, Seb. It's a global game, and I had no idea what they were saying to each other, but I think it was, look, cup of tea afterwards.
A few antics going on, yes. Yeah. I don't think there's anything too serious in it.
No, not at all. So Iman Muklas on the ball, number 10. And he will have a wall put in front of him, and the wall at the moment is in one player, in Bayani Anai, having a conversation, delaying the play.
I think Imam was just demonstrating to Biomi that if he plays the ball into his legs under the new rules, Biomi's probably up for a yellow card.
Yes, there will be that conversation of sorts. James Delosa doing the measurements. Only 2 in the wall, but he will certainly curl this in, knowing Imam.
Yes, I'd imagine he'd be looking for somebody about the back corner of the 6-yard box, thereabouts, or perhaps a bit further out from the keeper.
And into the breeze as well. That's a dangerous ball, but bounces once into the hands of Stoppard. Does a overthrow to the captain, Kassem. Kassem Klein still on the ball. He'll retain it here. Curtis Smith for them. And I do the ball quicker. And I to the ball again. And I to the ball again. And this time Muller, number 11, picks up from there. All ball. Great tackle from number 14 from Casuarina. They'll come back. A counter's coming from deep in the Rowdies' defence. We're up to Daniel Marimba already. He loses that ball. Quite lazy, but unfortunately for them, and I mean Hearts them, it's fell onto the feet of Mark Casemiro with pace. Mark again also dispossessed. Kins the ball back. This is so dangerous. Coombs on his left foot. Shows you some lovely skills and turns. Nice work from Coombs. That is just such an entertaining game. We had an opportunity down this end. We saw some great work from Biomi Anai. And then we've come back to the other end where we've seen great work from Coombs.
Yeah,
this is the match of dancing feet.
It is exactly that, and of pace, Bruce. You know, on the back of Marky Casemiro breaking away there, the defender was fortunate to hold him off bodily without conceding any sort of infringement. And whilst they could have disposed of it straight away, I think they just kept it down there to keep us entertained.
Absolutely. And we have a sub there. And we'll get his number who's come off in a moment. It looks like 17, which is Shahwan Srethrath. He's been replaced by number 10, and number 10 is Sarjal Shrestha. So they've all had a go, which is fantastic.
It's good to keep the whole family engaged.
Yes, always. So Sarjal will go out there onto the left flank, wearing number 10. Right to defence, not left flank, right defence. And this ball's fallen at the feet of Marimba. Again, it's now dangerous. Imam Muklas will turn the left, turn the right. Unusual for him, but dispossessed so effectively by a player I admire every game. That's Drubra Kaki, number 2. Ball comes on now to a counter-attack. This time it falls at the feet of Makam and Nahu. And Nalu looks to go back. He's got an option. He doesn't want to go back. He wants to go on his own. He wants to play it on his own. And for that, he gets the play. Good effort. Right, Kasim Kine comes in. Number 8, the captain, sorry.
Bruce, I'm just watching Damon Aldred, the Hearts coach, trying to calm everybody down and settle.
Yep.
And I think it's very good advice at this point in time. The boys' blood is running hot, and they need to keep a rational head here if they want to come away with at least 1 point from the game or even turn this around.
That's right. And Mohammed Al-Salah was on the ball then, number 8, and he's the one who's still complaining. The captain, Kazim, is back in the central defence, looking after Mark Casemiro at the moment. That ball's gone long and high, and it will come off the head of Drubra Kaki. And Drubra has been everywhere in that defensive 4. Really good effort from him, again, just to get back there and to put it out of play. And as Dave McGoon was saying, this is a game of entertainment, but there are potentials for someone, and we're thinking Hearts, and the momentum shift at the moment to get one back and get 1 point out of the game. And the exhorting is coming from their coach to do exactly that. Well, there's the sub there, the young one, number 10, Sarjal Shrestha. He'll come off, go back in, pick the ball up from the fence. He's got no one really to throw it to. Then Santos comes to him. Nice skills again. Bioni Emo does the chest, keeps the ball at his feet, showing what a big man can do with the ball at his feet. Still at his feet, still at his feet, still at his feet, still at his feet, and he just lost it. And Ryan Newell, very patient there. Ryan Newell showing us his skills as well, number 2 for Casuarina. And he earned a call from the referee there. And Bohemi and I expecting to get a call out of that. I don't know what he was looking for. You had the ball all the time. Coach tells him to get out of there. Conversation still going. James is just letting him have his voice, and then he'll move on.
Yes, unfortunately, I think this is the Y factor part of rather than the X factor, mate.
Ball goes through from Iman Luklas. He puts it across. This is a dangerous ball, but Stoppard's there. And Jordan Stoppard will come out, puts his big left foot to it, gets a good 65 metres on this. It'll bounce towards 85 metres and fall into the Casuarina goalkeeper. Yeah, Hearts need to get focused. Plenty of time in this game, another 20 minutes. They've got the potential to put 3 goals on if they actually focus. So hopefully they will. Got to get tight up the back. And one of those tight players is in there again. Drubra Kaki. Well played, mate. He's everywhere.
The Hearts defence hasn't lost any pace, and they don't seem to have lost concentration either. They're doing very well. They're tracking runners as they come through. And so far have been able to hold out.
So we're talking
apart
about
from the one strike.
Sorry, Dave. We're talking about number 21, Oshim Bamali, who's playing here on the left side.
Absolutely.
Inside of him, on his right shoulder, is Drubra Kaki, and then you've also got the captain, Kasim Kine, playing at the back as well. And there's the sub, number 10, playing on the right fullback position, and his name is Sarjal Shrestha. Right, so it's Ryan Newell on the ball now. Finds Imam Muklas, who's just been drifting everywhere, causing grief. Puts the ball in. Wimbra has a chance. He misses it. Stoppard leans out, but first of all, there was the captain, Kasim Kine. Great play from the captain. And again, to your point, Dave, they track, they block, they stay on their feet as much as they can.
They do.
Ants Postecoglou always told me the best defenders stay on their feet. No argument.
Absolutely.
So
doing much from the ground.
Yep.
It's a good opportunity for Hearts here if they
do, and that's Santos come across to
use
Mohammed
this open
Al-Salih.
side.
Muhammad Al Salih's going to go right foot on it. He does. He puts the shot in. Nice, strong attempt, but the keeper was to it. And the keeper we're talking about is Braden McLennan.
Yeah, Braden's safe at that sort of range, unless you're going to put it very close to the corner.
Right, so we have Coombe there on a battle, and he's won this one. Will it run over? He gets it inside. Good play for the young Coombe. This will come off him, though, and it'll be a goal kick. Great effort from the players there, both of them. Tandem defence from Ashim Barmali and Drew Brakaki.
Yep. And Paraskos Coombe, I mean, he's given everything.
He has.
Each time he's been called for. But
he's in it again. Look at that. Lovely skill. Dancing feet. Oh, look at this. This is dangerous. Daniel Marimba, they got him on his own. He's going to take a shot. He does. But some really cool, calm stuff from Drew Brakaki. Just stood his ground and became a ricochet.
And not only that, the Hearts player number 10 recovered very quickly to the middle then. Their pace in defence is helping them keep them out at the moment. I don't know how long it can keep going on.
Well, we'll see. It's the 73rd minute of this match. It's a 1-0 scoreline to Casuarina. We're talking about Hearts defence.
Yep.
And Dave was mentioning the pace and the vision of the four at the back and how well they're doing. We have a sub as number 10 on the right fullback position, but the other three have been out there from the get-go. And a player that's really shone today has been Ashim Bamali in number 21. He's had a battle, a royal battle, with number 16, Paraskos Coombe. Right, Anai on the ball again. Excitement levels go up as soon as he's near it. But he's dispossessed this time. We never really got the ball. But this time we have Muhammad Al Salah.
Dangerous moment.
Puts a lovely ball through. But Reza Passmore has it. Oh, nearly hit his keeper. There's an opportunity to put it over the keeper's head. He fell over. The ball comes back on a counter. Talk about giving us a rest, boys. That ain't happening. That's Paraskos Coombe now. This is the battle we've been talking about. Him and well played, well defended. Okay, we have... And he missed it that time. Joel Jock had an opportunity. Okay, this is dangerous. Well headed again. Good header in there from Drew Brakaki. Wow, that was amazing. Just great football.
Well, the end-to-end stuff's not stopped, has it?
No. And no fatigue seem to be fitting in at the moment. They're still running with pace.
They are.
And the dancing feet are everywhere.
I'd be interested to see if Zelio Casemiro and the Casuarina coach decides to make any changes. Frankly,
oh my goodness.
He won't need to now.
It came out of nowhere. Just a fortuitous kick forward. Has found a guy who just for some reason found some space at the right time. We're talking about Daniel Marimba, and Daniel's just put his sort of side-footed it and pass stopper.
Yeah, we don't have
anticlimax really.
Well, we don't have the luxury of a replay in front of us of that, but I'd like to see it again. It really did come out of nowhere.
Yep, that's a 2-0 lead now, and to Dave's point, they're going to make a sub now. Zelio, the coach, so Zelio's bringing Mark Casemiro off, full of pace and youth, and he's going to replace him with full of pace and youth.
That's exactly right. Yeah, Luis Rodriguez. He's got similar pace to Marky, and a bit
you want to watch
lower
him?
Centre of gravity.
Yes.
And it'd be interesting to see what sort of
he can find.
cuts
He runs good angles.
Yep.
So now Hearts have got all to do now. 75th minute, 2 down on the scoreboard, the Northcrest scoreboard. There's a chance for them to get back in the game. Of course, they just have that in them. Potential to score 2 or 3 very quickly. So Stoppard needs to get them restarted now, and he does that from the back. With patience, looks up. I want to kick this forward. Get down there, boys, he says. Puts the left footer on. Comes in. Comes off the head. It'll run out. And it'll be collected early by number 10, the sub. And that's Sarjal Shrethrath. He comes in. That's a lovely ball. He's offside, though. Bit of frustration there from Bayani Anai. His frustration will grow as this game goes on, unless he gets a goal. That's your Y factor, as you mentioned, Dave.
That's the Y factor. Having said that, he wasn't far away then.
No, he wasn't.
And that is how easy it is.
Yeah, it's only millimetres. Right, Nicholas hooks up, didn't find the player. Ashim Bamali there again, setting up a play as he's done all night. This is going to charge. He'll go inside now. He does. opportunity to put the ball through. Unfortunately, now there's going to be a big hole back here where number 10 was. He's going to have to make the long trek back. Midfield needs to hold this ball up while he gets back. They do that, but now it's gone to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes left to where the fullback should be. Still trekking his way back as number 10 for Hearts. Curtis Smith puts one in, and fortuitously for the Hearts, it's not his best effort. So it'll run over the goal line. We'll come back. It's 78 minutes. We've got 12 minutes plus time added, I'm assuming, for Hearts to get back in this game. As we keep saying, Dave, they have the potential, the capacity to do that. That's the X factor about them.
They certainly have all that.
It's been a really good game from them. I mean, there's a couple of lapses, and Casuarina just take them. That's
Correct.
what they do.
Yep.
But it's been a really, really spirited performance from them.
I think they've maintained their structure better.
Right, Bayaniami on the ball now. Will he put it
could be-
past him? Will he put it past
could
him?
be-
Oh, my goodness. That would normally be in. He had all the time in the world from a point of view of a striker. The Casuarina defenders are talking to each other. How did that happen? And the same person is asking the same question. How did that happen? And he's laying prostrate on the ground, and that's Bayani and I. What'd you see there, Dave?
Well, you said that would normally be in. Bruce, there's nothing normal about Biami and I.
No, and then we saw it. Yeah, well put. But it'll fire him up. It'll make him happy, and that's what you need from him.
That's absolutely right.
It's Kasim Kine there with the ball. He's unfortunately put it through behind his player, so now we have Coombe on the run. Coombe this time taking on Santosh. Santosh and Coombe. Big hit. Great, positive, fearless football.
Fearless is the word.
Well played, both teams. 16 on 16 there.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think
It was
a game winner,
another
Dave.
decisive defensive tackle. He was on his way, Paraskos.
Yeah.
Had he gotten past him again, he's got a good left foot. You never know.
And Paraskos has put in a really good... Oh, my goodness. Did that come off the post? It did.
I think it came off the bar, didn't it? Crossbar.
Yeah, I think you're right. Crossbar.
With a deflection on it.
And the deflection was the right one from the Hearts' point of view.
That's a pretty handy first touch for Luis Rodriguez, or third touch, whatever he's up to.
Yeah, third by the time we saw it.
Yeah.
Then it goes back to Santos. Santos goes to Kaki. Kaki puts the ball forward. Referee's seen the handball. Ryan Newell having a conversation with the referee, unnecessary.
Is this the moment, Bruce?
Let's see. We have a
Hearts to
Shrestha
get
on the
themselves
ball.
on the board.
The Shrestha goes across to another Shrestha, and this time it's Sarjal. Sarjal puts the ball up, puts it across the goal. He would like to have had that 3 or 4 metres closer to the his advancing Heart strikers in both Mohamed Al Salah and Bayami and I.
Perhaps he saw they were standing offside and wasn't too bothered.
Yeah. Coombe again. And who's against him? Osimba Mali. Oh my goodness, Rodriguez on it. He takes the shot. Great save. Not unexpected from that keeper. But that's what Rodriguez can do. Didn't put it over the goals.
Did.
Was on goal. I'm saying the striker. But
Yeah.
the keeper did.
No. It's a goal kick, Bruce.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Great strike. And that's what you want from your strikers.
Yeah.
See an opportunity, take it.
Yeah, he could have slayed that either side. But another great work from Jordan Soppard. It's been so good. So Coombs come off. We thought he'd be subbed. He's had 81 minutes of fantastic football from the young fella. Congratulations to him. His replacement is number 15. And 15 looks like Dylan Vong from here. It is Dylan. Yep. Another one of the youngsters for Casuarina. Right, ball's been shepherded into the hands of Stoppard. Stoppard will put it out in front of Osimba Mali. Osimba Mali on the run again. He's got plenty of energy, this bloke. Puts it inside to Kasim. Kasim Kine is looking for, and that's a lovely ball to Jock. Jock goes again to Mohamed Al Salah. And Seb Smith mouthing off about something. Ball was still rolling. We'll go back. Imran Munklis now putting the ball back in the 82nd minute.
Well, Bruce, that was an unfortunate end to a promising Hearts attack then. They came forward very nicely.
And they do.
Very sharp passing in that. and it created some space, but once again, that final ball's not quite there.
And that'll come. We're only into 5 rounds, or 6, but 5 after COVID. Plenty of time, and they're really finding their feet tonight. Nice interception from the young Sajal Shrestha, number 10, the sub for Hearts, playing in the right back position. Advancing up the pitch. Unfortunately, the ball will fall for the ever reliable James Hamilton. He throws it in to the goal scorer, Marimba. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton, Marimba again. It's the Hamilton-Marimba show. This now goes to the Dylan Vong, the sub. And Dylan goes across to Rose Passmore. Reza looks up, puts a lovely ball through. So controlled. Into another player who does another lovely ball. To your point about economy of passing, 3 passes and where we are on the advancing Reeves, he puts it back in. All the players missed it. Now Hamilton, he'll have a shot. He does. Well headed. Who's there again? Drew Bredkaki. Well played, number 2 for Hearts.
Yes, once again, Casuarina came forward very well. And as I said before, they've been doing it all night, and they look like they've been doing it all their lives.
Yes, and they do. And a lot of the families play together here, brothers, cousins. So we have a sub. One of the Shrestha's come from the pitch. His replacement is number 3. And that's Charles Nagangu. Charles will head out into field. Got 6 minutes to impress Charles. Only slight of frame. But a real turn of pace he has when he gets an opportunity. Let's see if he gets one. It's played out by the captain. The captain finds another sub, and this time in Sajal Shrestha. Sajal Shrestha passes it back in. Will it make it? No, it won't. But Bakamba Nahu tries to get it back, and he does for his team. Well done. Second and third effort from him. So the throw-in remains with them. They need someone to go to. You've got Mohamed Al-Salah. He's on the ball now. He puts that through to, I don't know who, but there were only 4 Casuarina players there, and he found one of them. So he'll have to do a little second effort here and get this ball back for his team. So he's over here heading towards the grandstand side. Rez Passmore taking the patient play out. He'll go back to his keeper unless someone comes forward. That's Ryan Neal. Goes back to Passmore. Passmore goes across field. And Van Lingen's got it now. Comes through to Dylan Vong. Dylan Vong goes out to James Hamilton. Hamilton will hold the ball up. Experienced play here. Daniel Marimba loses the ball. Santos is on it now. They want to move forward quickly to Hearts, and they can do that. Off he goes with Bakanalu. He'll take a run. He goes again. There he does. Comes into goal. Well played, the young fella. Just going to the side netting. You can see what his intention was, to get around that defender and put the ball back into Bayomi Nanai.
That was the plan, but he's won them a corner.
Yep. And, well done. So that's second best, so to speak.
Yeah.
If you don't get your goal, you don't get your intended pass or assist in. Yeah, well played, the young fella. He's had energy all day and all night. Makamanalu, number 11 for the Hearts. I think Child Jock is taking this, I'm not sure. Long way away from me over there. Or it could have been the sub, Charles Nagangu. I think it was Charles. Right, Kasim Cohen on the ball. He goes across to the reliable Drew Bukaki. Drew Bukaki now wants to push this. He tried to get away, got some good pressure from the sub, Luis Rodriguez for Casuarina. You want to see that little effort off the ball? There was a good example of it. Came from nowhere and put pressure on the defender, and the defender's pass did not find its intended player. So Hamilton has the ball. Throws it back this time. Van Lingen has it now. He plays it all the way back to Brandon McLennan. McLennan goes across to Passmore. Passmore back to McLennan. They'll waste as much time as they can down here.
They certainly will, Bruce. And, you know, Hearts could certainly do worse than press high now. They're
yeah, good point. They're 2 down, so go for it.
They've got 4 minutes, 3 minutes plus stoppage to go. The last thing you want is Casuarina taking their time playing it around the back. Yeah,
because you can see the goal, might even get one back yourself. Right, Luis Rodriguez takes a shot. Stoppard once again. And once again, another name we call out a lot, Oshimba Mali, number 21. Well played, Ashim. You've done a really good performance today. This is dangerous because he's on the ball. He puts it across to Muklasak's first time shot, just to the side. And the big man had to move very quickly, Stoppard, and he did. He had it covered. Had his body on the ground and his arms outstretched, Dave. And that'll be a goal kick.
Yes, that was a near thing.
Yeah, well, Mr. Entertainment was there, so whenever Iman Luklas gets it, there's always an opportunity. And
That's
he
absolutely right.
did that again. Right, players up, and the player up is Joel Jock. He's had a good game too, plenty of effort from him.
He's been very energetic all day.
Santos on the ball there. Santos Shrestha. He finds Kasim Kine. Kasim Kine and Santos again on the ball. This time it's come through to Marimba. Daniel Marimba goes back to Dylan Vong. Dylan Vong goes further back. This is what Casuarina will do. They'll play this around, just push the ball around, eat up time. To Dave's point, Hart need to push up the pitch and take them on. Curtis Smith on the ball now, number 11. And again, can't get past Drew Bukaki. Not many people can. Well played, Drew, but it looks like there'll be a sub coming just to waste a bit more time. From Casuarina. We're in the 89th minute now of this, what has been an end-to-end exciting game of football at Men's Premier League here in Darwin, in the Northern Territory, the top end of Australia, in the tropical end of our amazing continent. And we are 20% of the landmass. And you just don't drive down the road. You trek. Right, ball's been put in by their assistant coach, Kumar. Kumar sees it as being, come on, let's move this ball around. And it's now drop-kicked back to Stoppard. We'll get this game underway. Have to wait because there's a sub happening. Davarone da Costa Hill about to come on, wearing number 8. And Ryan Newell will come off. Ryan, he is such a muppet. Well done, Ryan. Looking for the applause. Found it eventually. But come from the field to play. Young Ryan Newell, number 2, has been subbed. Had some good time in his legs, 90 minutes, mate, which is great for him in the club. Exciting prospect. And he's had some time out there in the middle. Right, there's another sub there. That's a lovely ball through. What can Chol do here? Chol comes inside, keeps the ball in. Well done, Chol Jock. He goes back. This time there'll be an overlapping from Charles Ngangu. Charles still has the ball. Exciting stuff from Charles. Crowd's very excited. That's got to be a goal kick. That was a bit disappointing. I was getting excited. I thought the youngster, every time they touch the ball, the crowd goes crazy here. Good crowd in too. They're loving it.
Well, he's very quick, the young fella. I assume he's a young fella. And,
yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah.
He had a very interesting style of trying to beat his man.
See, the crowd just went, oh, the whistle's been blown. That's a bit like it has been, Dave. It's just been so exciting. So what we'll do is take a short break here. We'll come back and dissect that game. We'll show you some highlights and we'll also talk to a couple of players and coaches. My name is Bruce Stalder. Dave McWilliams in with me. This is the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. And we'll be back shortly. The score sits finally 2 to Casuarina. Darwin Hearts 0. James Hamilton, again, a very experienced player for Casuarina. Coombe on the shot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Jock. And the ball's fallen favourably for Coombe. Coombe gets underway, and there he goes. Speed as can be. Mark Casemiro, he'll be pulled up for that. Is it inside? Absolute killer shot from there. Okay, we'll wait for the whistle. There it is. He moves in left foot. Goes in. It's on goal.
Near post.
Just on the net.
Not quite in.
Not quite in, but on the side netting. 17 is Shawan. But unfortunately, Marimba's now on the ball. He'll have a go here. He's been brought down from behind, for sure.
In any case, it was a fairly brash challenge from the defender, and from behind,
agreed.
There's not much joy from.
And that's a lovely balanced ball from him. First time touch. This is dangerous time. In he comes Casemiro. It's now to stop it. Tips him over the top, and just outside of the. Outstretched that back again. That's a loose ball, and now it's put him into a counter-attack. Casuarina is dangerous, and Casemiro is the dangerous player. He comes in goal, takes a shot, Stoppard's out, gets his foot to it. Well played. Stoppard's touch is lovely. Right foot again. Here's a run. Passmore is past him. He's into the box. He'll turn it up and take a shot and earn himself a corner kick. Finds that overlapping player you just mentioned, Dave. He's in there now. He puts a right foot back to Marimba. Marimba has the shot on goal. He takes it. Stoppard just delivers a spectacular on the ground right body line. Mark Casemiro on the ball. He'll skip around as he does. Left foot shot will come. No, he puts a nice pass through.
Ball.
That's a great pass.
That's another great save.
There again. Great save from Marimba. Yes, well spotted, Dave.
The forward had all the time in the world, and he's shut him down straight away. He's picked the right angle. He hasn't got that one.
Oh, my goodness. The player you talked about, Dave, Imam Muklis, doesn't like a goal much. Enjoying it, enjoying the crowd, enjoying anybody who says, waving to anybody, and he scored one. Slight deflection on that.
The forward had all the time in the world, and he's shut him down straight away. He's picked the right angle. He hasn't got that one. Oh, my
goodness. The player you talked about, Dave, Imam Muklis, doesn't like a goal much. Enjoying it, enjoying the crowd, enjoying anybody who says, waving to anybody, and he scored one. Slight deflection on that. Finds Imam Muklis has just been drifting everywhere, causing grief. Puts the ball in. Marimba has a chance. He misses it.
Be interested to see if Zelio Casemiro and the Casuarina coach decides to make any changes. Frankly,
oh my goodness,
he won't need to now.
It came out of nowhere. Just a fortuitous kick forward. Has found a guy who just for some reason found some space at the right time. We're talking about Daniel Marimba, and Daniel's just put his sort of side-footed it and pass.
I think they've maintained their structure better.
Right, Boniami on the ball now. Will he put it past him? Will he put it past him? Oh my goodness. Off he goes with Bakanalu. He'll take a run. He goes again. There he does. Comes into goal. Well played, the young fella. Just going to the side netting. Well, there goes the highlights of a game which was end-to-end entertainment. Plenty of dynamic play, plenty of energy, plenty of commitment. Some really calm, cool stuff from our Casuarina champions and leaders currently. And we just saw that spectacular X-Factor stuff from Darwin Hearts. My name is Bruce Stoddard. I've got Dave McWilliam with it. Dave, that was a really exciting game of football, end-to-end stuff. It was very hard to call because it was just like breathtaking. One end, you're getting a chance to have a breath. Essentially, we've got one of the young players beside you there, Dave. Asham, welcome. We need the mic first. Yeah, sorry, welcome. Yeah. That's all right. Mate, you had a battle with another player we're going to bring in a minute all game. We want to get you back up here because the individual battle was fantastic. I just first of all want to talk about your game. You've settled really well into that left-back position. You seem really comfortable and there's good communication with the players on the inside. So how important is Kaki on the inside of you there?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like, he's been playing with us for the last 3 years and he's been our captain for the last 2 years as well. So yeah, like he basically settles the defense, like he's the calming presence in the defense, like he tells us like the left backs and right backs what to do. So it's pretty easy having him at the back. And
plenty of communication clearly. He's yapping all the time, is he?
Yeah, he's as well, so yeah.
Right, just give the mic to Dave. I've got a question for you from Dave.
Sorry.
Yes, Bruce.
No, this is a question for Asham. You ask it.
I've got a question for Asham.
Yes, you have.
Asham, how did this week's performance compare to probably last week and some of your previous weeks as far as Hearts is concerned?
So for the last 2 weeks, we were not able to roll the ball pretty good. But like this week, like we had like some good passing combinations, like you saw in the wings. Like we had our triangles. We brought the midfield to the side and we tried to play the ball on the ground. And we had some good chances in the first half as well. But unfortunately, we could not take it, and Casuarina did. So yeah, that's the game.
Well, that is the game, yeah. But you had Biomiomi up front. He's always a good target to go forward to. So I guess when you get into a bit of bother at the back, at least you've got him who you can hit, and he'll hang on to it for a bit. But with your triangles working in the midfield, they just broke down a little bit. But had they kept going, never know, could have been a different result.
Yeah, sure, because like having BM is a great advantage. Like you can like kick the ball up front, and he's always here. Like he can hold the ball up pretty good, like bring our wingers into play, and we have some quick wingers as well. So yeah, now like in the last 10-20 minutes, our like play broke down, but unfortunately, so yeah, we're gonna try and do our best in the next game and see how it goes on from there.
Well, Ashim, it's great to have you here. You're one of my favourite players. You remind me of a very famous left-back we had at Brisbane Roar for a long time. Go and look it up. You play very similar to him. So well done. That's some high praise for you. But I really enjoyed what you did today. I'll let you just to hop out now, and I wish you all the best for next week. Thank you, matey. We're going to bring in one of my other favourite players. This is like a lolly shop time here now. Come in here, Mr. Coombe. Just quickly, that was a 81-minute performance. I think your best performance this year. You were so on the ball. Your dancing feet was everywhere. You had a couple of shots on goal. And you had a really determined battle with the guy that just left you there. How was that personal battle with him?
Oh, it was very good. Like, he's a great player. Good defender. He could read me very well. But I think I just did my thing, you know?
You did.
Yeah, you know. I was a bit unlucky with the shots and that. Hit the post again. But, you know, I just got to try to do better next game, you know.
Mate, look, you're a really exciting player. I love watching you play, and I'm just hoping you get more and more time. I want to see 90 minutes out of you each week because I just think you're just going to blossom. You had some time at Sydney FC. You're back here again. You can always go back to, wouldn't go back to that club. I'd go to Brisbane Roar or Central Coast Mariners, mate, but that's okay. But there'll be other clubs coming into the A-League as we expand as well. So you're only a youngster. How old are you now?
18.
Yeah, exactly. And is it 18 this year?
Yeah, just turned 18.
So exactly. Happy birthday for the just turning of 18 too.
Thanks, mate.
Listen, Dave's got a question for you, but as I said, great game, mate. Well done.
Braskos, the battle today with Osham, who just was speaking a minute ago. Do you think you got the win over him?
Well, yeah, I reckon I got the win over him. A few times he did get me though, but I reckon I got the better of him when I cut inside a few times with that shot, and sometimes just that tiki-taka, the 1-2s over the top and all that. So yeah, I reckon maybe I got the better of him, eh?
The confidence of youth. Over you, Dave. One more.
Well, there you go. So what you can do now is, of course, go home and watch the replay, and you'll be able to work out who won the points. Yeah. But certainly your tiki-tack coming inside, you did skin him a couple of times. A couple of times he picked you up even from a head start. He's very quick, and you both got such good pace. But you've got a unique style about you, Praskos. I've watched your play for a little while. I think last year when you were playing as well. Not in those colours, of course. And you're a very exciting player to watch. When you're taking on a fullback, have you got it in your head which side you're going before you're coming to him, or is it all just flow naturally?
Well, usually I go to my left because I'm a left footer. I think he might have picked it a little bit, but sometimes it just comes naturally. I just put my head down and just look up and just do what I do.
Most times, yeah. Look, mate, it was really a pleasure to see you today. As I said, we're really hoping to see more of you this year. One of the things about you being at Casuarina is there's some really wise heads there from Passmore at the back, you know. So, Iman Muklis, you're going to get good ball. You're going to get plenty of opportunities. Yeah. This is exciting for us. It's not just exciting for the club, it's exciting for Darwin football. So, well done, mate. I wish you all the best. Please stay injury-free so we see more and more time of you. How's the body feeling?
So.
Body feeling good?
Yep. Excellent. You're getting better every game.
That's right, mate, you are, and we just want to see you do your thing.
Yep.
All right, buddy?
Thank you.
That's the young Coombe plays a real exciting machine. He had a great night tonight. He's going to go home and watch the video and make sure he did get a victory over Oshim Bamali. I've got Dave McWilliam. Dave, thanks very much for having you. It's a pleasure to have you. This is your debut, Dave, we call you. But well done. My name is Bruce Stewart. I hope you enjoyed this coverage of the live streaming of the Casuarina versus Darwin Hearts game. In the end, a 2-0 victory for the champions and current premiers. We'll be back next weekend. Make sure you tune in Friday night, 8:30, when we do it all again. You have a safe night wherever you are and whatever screen you're watching on. Thank you so much. Good night.